Drop it. Drop it.
It helps if the microphone's actually enabled. What is going on, guys? It's Kevin here with Mod My Mods, and we are live at PDX Lan. It is the final day here at the show, at the event. It seems that everybody is getting here actually pretty early, surprisingly enough. What time is it? It's only 11:30, and the event does end at 5, and that's when people have to start shuffling out and getting ready to go and that type of thing. But people are here. We're back in action. We're ready to play some games. I got our friends over across the way, Domer here. Him and his group are playing Star Wars, or not Star Wars, StarCraft 2. It's actually one of the plugin mods that they have. I think it's called not Heroes of the Storm. That's a different game. But it's a plugin module that they're playing. There's a group of them. I think there's about 6 of them playing all at the same time, which is kind of cool. And that's pretty much what you have spread out throughout the entire event. Is a bunch of different people playing different games, staying connected, talking to each other, having a good old time. They got a lot of different stuff going on here at the event when it comes to competitions and tournaments and that type of stuff. They had a Halo tournament that wasn't too long ago. It was 2 days ago. And the winner actually ended up getting a graphics card, one of the Halo edition graphics cards. The AMD, what is that, a 6900 XT. So that was pretty neat. And to see some of the other things they have going on, like there's a fear competition. There's a what was it yesterday? Yesterday was a Golf with Friends tournament as well. They were doing a couple different things, and it's kind of neat. You get to actually go into a Discord channel, and there's like 20, 30 people in each channel, which is kind of cool. It was kind of neat. Last night we got to play a little bit. I have no idea what the footage looks like. I have no idea what the live stream looks like. But we were playing with Shannon from Be Quiet and AMD, my buddy Adit, who works over there as well. So we were in a group for Battlefield 2042, which is a lot of fun. So we were thinking about maybe doing another stream later this afternoon before the end of the show. I was thinking maybe we'd do like a Command and Conquer or an RTS or something like that. But I wanted to gauge you guys and see what you thought and ask what you'd like us to play. We got a couple things. I've got, you know what I mean, we've got PUBG, we've got tanks, we've got Red Dead, we have Forza 5, we have Command and Conquer, we have a whole bunch of different things. Dare, what's up, Mr. Wilson? I appreciate it. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, Command and Conquer, we're actually, I've been thinking about doing a remaster, and maybe we'll do a 2-on-2 or a 4v4 or something like that. But I figured we might do that this afternoon. Again, I know it's only 11:30 here, about 2:30 back home, but I figured we try and get something done before the end of the day, because I know that about 2 o'clock they start doing raffles and giveaways and stuff like that, and there won't be a whole heck of a lot more time to do that. So I think we got time for like one more good game, good stream type of session. So, but yeah, I think we'll do that. But what I really wanted to do and talk about right now was that the different builds that are on display and some of the images that we actually didn't get to show you yesterday, because for some reason Streamlabs doesn't necessarily want to update like it's supposed to. What's happening, big guy? Hey,
buddy.
How are you?
Oh, are you streaming?
Yeah.
My bad.
No, what are you? Don't be sorry about nothing. Good old Be Quiet is here, Mr. Shannon Robb. There he is. I stole your headset.
Oh, that's fine.
For some reason, the microphone was not working as loud as it should be on these. So, I don't know. Whatever. Last day. It's the long haul. Let's see what happens. All right, let's take a look at some of these builds, though, because I wanted to show off what was going on and who was entered in the modding competition, that type of thing. So, let's take a look. All right, cool. So we're not going to display anything, and everything's just gonna not work, huh? Is that how that's gonna happen right now? Cool. That's great. Good big shout out to our buddy DJ Trivio, Neil down in New York City, for giving us some of that awesome music that was provided to us at the beginning of the stream here. He obviously puts together all sorts of crazy sets. I know that I've talked to you guys about him before, but go check him out. SoundCloud.com/DJ Trebo. So, Shannon and I are experiencing the ginger snapped Mountain Dew.
Yeah, gingerbread snap. What's funny is they don't cast like any aspersions. Look at this. Look at this. Dew with a blast of, and they call it out artificial gingerbread flavor. Like they call it out as artificial.
No, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that. Like I said, we'll get a small little trial shot glass type thing, and what does he say? What does he say?
Try it.
Try it.
Try it.
Okay. All right. We'll try it. I'll try it. I'll be a big boy and I'll actually do it. But I appreciate you guys joining us today. Again, I just wanted to show off some of these builds. Joe, Gadget Joe, thanks for being here, man. Oh, and Dave, what's happening there, sir? Appreciate you. Oh, dare I ask what you're drinking? We're drinking the, it's, that's a buddy from back home, Dave,
okay.
And then I got Bung Wires as well. Thanks for being here. The gingerbread snapped flavored Mountain Dew. I have to give that a whirl here in a bit. We'll see. We'll see. So that's what we're working on. That's what we're doing. What?
CNC. I think CNC machining. Like,
No, Command and Conquer.
No, it's already in.
Perfect. Cool. All right. So that was Derek's suggestion was Red Alert. We should do a stream of that this afternoon. And I said, okay.
Air fuel in a can. He's probably not, well, actually, it's not bad. It was not.
It wasn't bad?
Not as I expected.
Okay. Not as bad as he expected. Well, I mean, anything gingerbread flavor is kind of like can be a little.
This one, right?
Very nice.
This is from
That's
2013.
you.
From
That's you.
I posted that in 2013.
Yeah, that's definitely, he's a goldfish. So, all right, back to what we were actually really talking about. So again, Streamlabs was being real stupid. It wouldn't actually display any of the images in the slideshow thingy-magoo, even if I added the directory or deleted the directory or added the files manually or anything like that. No, it just didn't want to work. So, cool. I don't really like that. Thanks, Streamlabs. Show yourself to the door. So, I found a way around it. by using Chrome, right? I mean, it's not the greatest solution, but it does work. It does work, right? All right, so this was put together by our buddy Aaron. It's called the Xbox, as you can see, the Xbox One. He put a tiny little PC inside of an Xbox. The actual chassis itself is a Xbox One chassis. And then over here, obviously, to the left, you have his external GPU unit, because you're not going to fit a whole heck of a lot more than what's in there in that tiny little case. But some incredible work there. Pretty cool. I love the little baby rad that he's got in there. He's got a little baby rad and the pump res combo and everything. It's super cool. Super cool to see. Very, very cool. So that was on display. I got to hang out with him, talk to Aaron quite a bit about that, and how he put it together. Pretty sure he actually got the radiator from us, which was kind of neat to see, you know. It's kind of cool to be able to walk around here and see some of the parts that came from us over on the East Coast that ended up here in the West. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. So there is his unit, as you can see. It is, well, when you blow it up, it's quite a bit bigger, but 80 millimeter alpha cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the 80. It might be the 60. It's not the 50 or the 40. I know it's not the super thin ones, but I think it might be the 60. I think that's what that one is. But it's still pretty cool. Pretty neat design. He made the world's smallest jumper because the power supply is actually up here on the right-hand side. It's one of those super slim, low-profile power supplies. And the 24-pin wire is 1 inch long. It comes out of the power supply, boom, right into it. Which is kind of neat. Pretty cool. Yeah, 5 millimeter 24. Yeah, exactly. Literally comes out of the power supply right in. Which, again, had to take some thought and some effort, especially to be able to put that PCB board, or the power supply, actually mounted inside and make sure that it was wide enough and everything like that. Pretty neat. Pretty cool stuff. The other PC, well, I mean, you've seen this pretty much all weekend long. We've been blasting the Light Wings PC that we put together for Be Quiet, featuring, obviously, the new Light Wings fans, the RGB fans. They come in 2 different sizes and 2 different styles, 140 mil and 120 mil, and the 120 mils come in normal speed and then the high flow speed, which actually spin at 2400 RPM, which is pretty damn fast. They're actually not as quiet as you would think, which is kind of ironic for Be Quiet, because by design though, obviously, because they oh, moving the screen, didn't mean that. By design, they're trying to make it so you have an actual performance fan, you know, so you can actually use it with a radiator and actually make it work. So, surprisingly enough, they're extremely easy to work with. The fans themselves actually link directly into your motherboard's RGB, and with the Asus Armor Crate stuff that they've got going on with that, it makes things way easier to maintain all of that. So, but that is also on our Facebook page and on our Instagram. If you head on over there, you can take a look. We have a video that we posted also of the actual build. Shannon went around and took a nice panorama of the whole thing and shot some video of it. So we have that posted. You can go and take a look at that whenever you feel it. Let me check the chat here. Gadget Joe, how are you enjoying so far? I'm due to be granddad anytime now, so I'm a little on the edge. Hey, congratulations.
Oh,
That's awesome. Yes.
Oh, yeah, congrats, brother.
Yeah, man, that's really cool. That is awesome. Well, I love the show. It's different. I mean, you know, it's not a PAX, it's not a DreamHack, you know. Yes, they have a couple booths and stuff like that, but this is more tight-knit, more community-driven, more community-based. People, you know, are here with their groups and their friends that are all enthusiasts about gaming, you know. A lot of people have some really, really nice PCs. Other people just have what they have, you know, which is awesome. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know. If you can play on it and game on it and make it a thing, I think it's pretty cool. especially when you get a chance to play with your friends sitting next to them rather than just over Discord. I mean, it's still over Discord because you've got to be able to communicate somehow, but I think you get the point. Now this one we showed yesterday. The guy's not too far right down the table from us. The tank build here, that he's got a PC that's sitting on top of this tank. Now the tank actually does move and will actually turn and drive around and stuff like that. He doesn't have the PCB set up underneath it yet, but it's really, really cool. Really, really neat design, the way they put this together. He's saying that you could order those kits online, the track kits and everything like that. But the fact that he was able to put it together and put it together so cleanly is pretty cool. It's pretty neat. That's for sure. Sometimes this caught both of our eyes, Shannon and I. You know, sometimes you just gotta make it work, and sometimes the rad doesn't fit. So you just, I mean, sometimes you just jam it right on top, and that's precisely what happened with this one. I love it. I think it's great. It's just soft tube, set it on there, send it. It's the greatest thing ever. Some of you have also seen this build that has been featured many a times. Bod's Mods, Mr. Brian Carter. This is the Raise Speeder build. It's, you know, the pictures don't do any sort of justice in any way, shape, or form. But seeing it in person and the way that it's mounted and it actually hangs sitting on the feet and stuff like that are just like unbelievable. Unbelievable. The amount of tiny little details that went into this build, and the next one that he's got here too. It is unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's the other side of it. Freaking cool. Hey, who's that guy? Who's that guy? This is the other one that he's got. There's Brian obviously sitting there with the Spartan Mods tribute in the background, which is awesome. It's very, very nice of him to bring that up here to make sure that Jason's memory is never forgotten. And there were quite a few people here that were actually pretty upset that he wasn't able to join us this year. So it's good to make sure that we continue to keep that memory alive, because he was a great person. But big thanks to Brian for bringing that out. That was super cool. On top of that, he also brought the Mech Warrior 5 build, and as you can see, you know, just like the speeder, this one doesn't disappoint either. You know, all custom done. Words can't describe the amount of time and effort that went into this build, I'm sure. But the fact that he had it here, it's on display, and it just so freaking cool. And you can game on it. It's functional. It works, you know, which is sometimes not always the case. Not always the case, so. All right, let's see what else. Oh, another one that we saw. This is a Star Wars build. Shannon and I spotted when we were walking around here. As you can see, a very, very big fan of this build, right? Like, such a cool build. Considering we just put together, you know, Battle of Hoth and stuff like that. When I saw this, and blown out of the water with it. But the amount of detail that he went through in order to make it look like the outside of the ship, or like the surface level of the Death Star or something like that, just really, really cool. Shannon, the snow's beautiful, apparently.
That's my buddy Chris who lives down the road from me.
Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was hoping I would see the snow before I left too. No, it snowed.
I just updated it.
Yeah? More? Even more snow?
Hold on. Oh God. Oh, there we go. Update. Even more.
Nice. You got a nice solid 3-inch. That's pretty good.
I was trying to think through my mouse.
Yeah. So this Star Wars PC that was also on display here had some really neat features to it. He does have the Empire version of the Titan card that's in the back here. And again, just some really, really cool 3D printed and custom work that's been put together for that particular build as well. The other one that was next to him actually, his buddy, had the gas can, the jerry can PC, which is just, that's cool. I love it. The Red Bull can is the reservoir actually, and the tubing goes through that. It's again, another really, really cool build that was on display. I love how the the back of the LED is glowing red, like it's on fire. I love it. So it looks like they're giving away something. It looks like they're giving away Game Pass, I think, right now is what's happening. So I apologize if you can overhear that in the background. I'll try and move through this quickly so you don't have to hear the double audio. Another group of people, this is a guy and his wife, I'm pretty sure, that put this Zenith radio PC together. Now the power button does actually turn on, and same with the volume knob. The volume knob does work too. But the fact that, I thought, what was in there? Wasn't there a 1060 in there?
Yeah, 1060, and I forget what the proc was, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fully functioning system, but it's badass.
Yep, and it had a full-size card in it. It's just pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, let's see what else we got here. Oh, yeah, right, Maximum Bubble Mods. He brought his crazy car PC. That was on display as well. He was entered into the mods contest and ended up winning one of the prizes there. But that hood actually like opens like a real car hood would, and it's pretty. Again, another mod that you can't really express with words. You can photos only do it so much justice. When you see it in person, it's just breathtaking. You know, sparkle on the car paint on the top of it. It's just nuts. And then there's another crazy one. This was put together by Dante over at Retro PC Mods. This one was called Hydropower, I think is what he called this one. Yeah, it's just unbelievable the amount of intricacy and detail that he put into this. Everything, like all of these valves and handles and stuff like that. If you didn't see my the video that we did on Facebook, those valves actually work. The one valve that's in front here will adjust the lighting on the top here as well as underneath. The knobs over here to the right, the first one is actually the power button, which is kind of cool. You turn it and it actually hits the power button. The second one is the lighting for the mid in the bottom plate. And then the third one is for the back side of the reservoir in the motherboard that's on the other side of this. But I mean, like, he did some stuff on this PC that just, like, blew my mind away because I don't think I've seen someone sleeve a PCI cable, PCI riser cable, and he did it with, like, see how it's got this mesh, like a chicken wire type style mesh that's on the front of the flow meters and the radiator and everything like that. I'm hoping I have another photo of this so I can show you. The back side of it actually has that PCI riser cable that's sleeved with this same mesh around it. It's just like, it's bananas. But I mean, he has everything just so perfectly aligned and cleanly done. These are actually all the I/O ports for the backside of the PC that he custom made. It just mind-blowing. Now, the other thing that we saw was the Gateway 2000 PC. Now, I had one of these, God knows how long ago. You probably had one of those, too? Did you have a Gateway 2000?
No, I built all my own stuff.
Oh, all right. So, before you would build your own stuff regularly, Gateway was always selling these Gateway 2000 PCs constantly.
That is a badass rig.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. So this rig here, even though it's got the oldest case known to man, has actually got some pretty good tidbits inside. That is yep, that's an RTX card. You got it, my friend. And an 850 watt power supply, and I can only imagine. Oh, it's also got an AIO in there too. Isn't that cute? Pretty cool. He could use some cables, but I love this. I love it. It's old school as hell, and he had the streaming setup all kind of braced to it and bracketed to it because, well, I mean, the thing weighs probably 1,000,000 pounds, and there's your C-stand, right? Let's see. Last couple ones that we got here. This was actually a not Corsair, Cooler Master case. I'm pretty sure that had a ridiculous screen in the front of it. Oh, sorry, not Cooler Master. Lian Li. Lian Li case that had a custom window on the side of it, and then also had a screen in the front. And I, obviously got a little excited when I saw somebody else that had a screen in their PC. So it was super exciting for me, at least. And last but not least, we have this awesome little ditty that we put together here. There are obviously more mods that we didn't get a chance to show and didn't get photos of, but they are still part of this community. So I want to make sure that everybody knows that the pictures that we picked weren't just you know, oh, this is what we like, this one we're not. That's what we had, and we were moving around. So sorry if I missed anybody that wanted to be featured that wasn't. So I apologize for that. But this is the last one that I got to show you guys. This guy's been to the PDX Lan a few different times, and what it is the monitor is actually, or the PC is actually the monitor mount. So the monitor is bracketed to that PC completely. The water-cooled PC is actually inside there, and obviously you can see the radiator on the side. But the monitor itself and the PC, it's heavy enough that it doesn't actually like just tip right over, but it also eliminates the fact that you have to bring multiple things. You only have to bring one. I don't know how feasible that is, because that one is kind of monstrous, but it is cool because it only takes up one space. Like, you know, your overall desktop footprint is a little bit smaller than the other big stuff that we got. But that is pretty much all I got for you guys. I wanted to at least give you a little inside scoop on what was going on and what we were doing, and the event that was happening, and basically give everybody a big shout out. Thank you for everyone that helped us with this particular build that we put together for Be Quiet here. Aces helped us, Team Group helped us, Be Quiet obviously, and AMD as well. So big shout out and big thank you to them. Big shout out to Matt at PDX, who makes everything happen here. If it weren't for him, that couldn't happen. This place couldn't run, and it wouldn't function. And there's a lot of people that are part of this entire event that really, they volunteer and dedicate their time to actually make this happen. And it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. I'm excited to come back, because it's just something that you have to be here to experience in order to understand the type of people and the type of community that is actually here for this type of event. So, but hopefully I was able to show you guys some pretty neat stuff, some cool builds, some neat things. Like I said, we were talking about doing a quick stream. It is 11, almost noon, so we were thinking probably we'd do a quick stream, maybe about 3 or something like that, our time, or maybe 2 our time, or something like that. But try and do a Command and Conquer stream. But stay tuned, because we'll be popping back on here in a little bit if we can get it to happen. If we can't, you'll know.
We'll figure it out. We'll stream from home if we have to.
Yeah, I mean, I'll stream from the
Mistakes were made.
You know.
I went to the non-food bathroom.
You know better.
Don't go.
But
it's like a PAX bathroom right now. It's really bad. It's really bad.
So the key to surviving any of these shows, in case you're wondering, is finding the secret bathroom.
And I avoided it.
I tried to tell him. I found it.
Much to my own demise.
See, essential part of being alive is being able to relieve. Right? All right, guys. We'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. We'll talk to you shortly. Well,
it was all blah, 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 blah.
oh my God. See you later.
Sorry about